So this is it, guys. This is Neon Lightning Force for the Sega Dreamcast using Dreambor 7.1. And let me tell you straight off the bat, this game starts in a fantastic way. It just feels so polished, so complete. Now obviously it's telling the story, but with Spanish subtitles or captions. Obviously, ultimately, if you can't speak Spanish, you're not going to understand what's going on. But that doesn't mean you're going to lose the essence of this one, because it really is just a kick-ass game. So as you can see, originally done in 2016, but this is kind of a revised version using the Dreambor engine 7.1 for the Dreamcast. Now obviously when you do start the game, click Start Game, and then it will basically take you through the screen where you can basically select different modes. Now obviously you have to finish it a certain amount of times, etc. to unlock the different modes. So that's cool. It gives you a nice bit of replayability, right? Which not all Dreambors do. It is also 2-player, that's right, and there is a selection of 3 characters. Now might I say I'd go for the kind of alien looking character if I was you, because he really is just that more powerful, and he's got a better kind of moveset. You go as the girl or the guy, they just feel a bit more like, I don't know how you really put it, kind of more just Streets of Rage kind of, I don't know, it sounds really bad saying it's like a plain Jane kind of character, not really much to it. The special isn't all that great for either of them. Whereas if you kind of play that alien creature, then yeah, ultimately you do have a better moveset. Now the thing for me with this one is the fact that, as you can see, it clearly runs at a crisp 60 FPS. You know, it's such a vibrant title here that it's a game that or Beats of Rage that I've never seen until Ian Michael made me aware of this and was like, hey, Ripfire's done this, let's take a look, aka Ripfire's used the Dreambor engine, put it on the Dreamcast, and running like an absolute dream. Now you can see some of the assets have come from other games, you know, that's how how Beats of Rage actually works, kind of takes assets to make a nice little beat 'em up. But this one really will kick your ass straight off the bat, unless you get used to those controls pretty damn quickly. Now speaking of controls, the controls actually work really, really well. You know, as they do in most Beats of Rage games, although there's no delay here, it just seems to work nice and fluid. But I would say get used to those buttons, because you are going to need a bit of memorization to get out of those tight corners, because ultimately, like I said, you will get your ass handed to you. Now it's the same with any other Beats of Rage title. Yes, you hit some cans, pick up some chicken, you know, it's kind of all there. You know, if you know Beats of Rage, if you know any Beats of Rage titles, or if you know any, you know, Streets of Rage titles, then ultimately you're going to know exactly what you're getting here. Each level ends with a point tally, you know, like you do with these types of games. You know, it doesn't ultimately add anything, but it does mean if you're a bit of a point hunter, then absolutely, you're going to be happy here. The other thing is, it does do these kind of clips in between, where it continues the story, but like I said, if you don't speak Spanish, you might struggle slightly. There's a nice variation of level design here, be it from the docks to a warehouse. You know, they're kind of standard what you get to expect in these type of Beats of Rage titles. You know, colourful, very, very detailed. And it feels like everything's just in the right place. It just looks good. It's just a real solid Beats of Rage title containing some characters that I've never actually come across until now. You know, it does give you a nice amount of lives, so you're not going to die all straight away, which is great. It's a nice bit of continues, which ultimately you are going to need. Another thing to bear in mind is I actually think the soundtrack in this one is really, really solid. It just really gets the heart pumping. It makes you kind of want to smash someone's face in, which ultimately is exactly what you're doing here. It's a Beats of Rage title. It's beating people up. That's exactly what it is in its essence. You know, like I said, it gets the blood pumping, which is exactly what this type of game should absolutely do. Anyway, as always, I hope you like this nice little look, a nice little Beats of Rage title ported onto the Sega Dreamcast with Dreambor 7.1. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll leave you with a bit more footage of. That's right. You ready? Neon Lightning Force for the Sega Dreamcast. Al signing out.